Elijah, a prophet from the Bible, is one of the most prominent figures in the Old Testament. His story is filled with miracles, confrontations with kings, and his unwavering faith in God. Elijah was born in the town of Tishbe in Gilead during the reign of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel. He lived during a time when the Israelites had turned away from God and began worshipping false idols, particularly the Canaanite god Baal. Elijah was chosen by God to be his messenger and to bring the people of Israel back to their true faith. One of the most well-known stories involving Elijah is his encounter with the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel. At that time, Ahab was ruling over Israel, and Jezebel had introduced the worship of Baal, leading many Israelites astray. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest to determine whose God was truly powerful. He told them to set up an altar and call upon Baal to send down fire to consume their offering. Despite their fervent prayers and rituals, nothing happened. Then it was Elijah's turn. He rebuilt the altar of the Lord that had been torn down and soaked it with water 3 times. He prayed to God, and immediately fire came down from heaven, consuming the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and even the water. This miraculous event demonstrated that Elijah's God was the true God. Elijah also had a significant encounter with King Ahab and Queen Jezebel concerning Naboth's vineyard. Jezebel wanted to possess the vineyard, but Naboth refused to sell it because it was an inheritance from his ancestors. Jezebel conspired against Naboth and falsely accused him of blasphemy, leading to his execution. When Elijah learned of this injustice, he confronted Ahab and prophesied that both he and Jezebel would face severe consequences for their actions. Elijah's devotion to God and his unwavering faith led him to perform many other miracles. He multiplied a widow's jar of flour and jug of oil during a time of famine, providing sustenance for her and her son. He also raised the widow's son from the dead when he fell ill. Additionally, Elijah called upon God to send rain after a prolonged drought, ending the famine that had plagued the land. Towards the end of his life, Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind while his successor, Elisha, watched. This event solidified Elijah's status as one of the greatest prophets in Israel's history. Elijah's story continues to inspire believers today, reminding them of the power of faith and the importance of remaining steadfast in the face of adversity. His unwavering commitment to God and his courage in standing up against false worship serve as timeless lessons for all who seek to follow God's path.